Hello dear students, greetings to you for the day. Today we are going to learn a topic in computer networks, that is network topologies. Network topologies is one of the important topic in computer network as whole network is based on the connections you do from device to device to do the successful transactions of data. Okay, so the acknowledgements, the data transmissions, the receiving and sending of data without error, flawless connection is possible only with the good topology. Now, what is good topology? What is network topology? A network topology is the arrangement in which the computer system or network devices are connected to each other. Okay, the devices are connected but they follow a particular pattern as per the requirement and as many devices are included in the network. Topologies may define both physical and logical aspects of the network. Why we can say that both physical and logical aspects are considered? Because the number of connections you are using, the number of devices you have used should be properly managed. Means what? If you are using extra cables, if you are using extra resources which are not needed at all in the topology, will create the chaos unnecessarily in the network. While uh, how you can say that logical aspect should be considered, how your data transmission should be done flawlessly, how your data transmission should be done without obstacles, that will be considered in logical aspect while acquiring the topology. Now, both logical and physical topologies could be same or different in the same network. It is possible that it is the choice of that network administrator how the topology will be done. Now, there are some types of network topology you can implement according to the requirement of your network. The very first and simple type of topology is point to point. What is point to point topology? Point to point network contains exactly two hosts such as computers, switches or routers, servers connected back to back using a single piece of cable, and that is the speciality of point to point topology. It contains only one piece of cable which connects the two devices, in which one will be the sender and other will be the receiver. Often the receiving end of one host is connected to sending end of the other and vice versa. This is the simple technique, simple connection, simple pattern followed for point to point topology. If the hosts are connected point to point logically, then they may have multiple intermediate devices. It is possible, but they are connected point to point. For one cable, only two devices will be connected. But the end hosts are unaware of underlying network and see each other as if they are connected directly. In this, it may be possible that, as it is said here, there may have multiple intermediate devices. Means what? In between, if you see in this figure, you can see that there are two devices in which one is sender and other is receiver, but it may be possible that there are some intermediate devices included in between these two devices. For these two systems, they are connected with each other by ignoring the intermediate devices which are included in between these two devices. They just focus on the sending and receiving part with one cable by through this intermediate machines. So this is about point to point topology. The next topology type is bus topology. What is bus topology? In bus topology, all devices share single communication line or cable. Bus topology may have problem while multiple hosts sending data at the same time. You can see this diagram in which you can see the single communication line, that is your cable, to which multiple systems are connected, and you can see that data flow directions is in both the direction. But what happens in this topology is, bus topology either uses CSMA-CD technology or recognizes one host as bus master to solve the issue. CSMA means carrier sends multiple access with collision detection. Okay, so what does it do? It recognizes one host as a bus master to solve the issue. In this topology, though you are having multiple machines connected to a single network, one machine is assigned as a bus master. What does this bus master do? It monitors all the activities happening in this topology, happening to the cable to which multiple systems are connected. It is one of the simple forms of networking where a failure of devices does not affect the other devices. Though there are multiple machines, if any machine fails or if any machine faces any issue, it does not affect the other machines. But failure of the shared communication line can make all other devices stop functioning. In bus topology, we can say that the cable to which all the machines are connected is the heart of this topology. Because if there is any damage, issue or any problem occurs in this cable, then complete topology stops. It is irrespective of the machine. If any machine fails, it is possible that other machines will work, but if the cable fails, all the other machine will stop working. Both ends of the shared channel have line terminator. The cable which is included in this topology have the termination points at the end. It is shown in this figure. Now, the data is sent in only one direction. As soon as it reaches the extreme end, the terminator removes the data from the line. We can see that when the data reaches to the end of this line, that is terminator, it stops taking the data and it works in the opposite direction. This is about bus topology. Now, next type is star topology. All hosts in star topology are connected to a central device which is known as hub device using a point-to-point connection. The figure you can see here, the architecture of star topology is itself self-explanatory. There is one hub device which is centrally allocated and which is connected to multiple machines but with different cable lines. To connect other machines, hub uses separate cable for data transmission. Okay, that is, there exists a point-to-point connection between host and the hub. If you consider the host and each separate machine, there is a point-to-point topology inclined in this star topology. Okay, the hub device can be of anyone as following given. Layer 1, device such as hub or repeater. Then device such as switch or bridge. Then device such as router or gateway. These kind of devices can be considered as a central device which can be the mediator or which can be the central device which monitors all the activities happening in the star topology. Now, star topology is not expensive, as to connect one more host, only one cable is required and configuration is simple. As we know that there can be multiple machines connected to the in star topology. Each machine requires single cable which maintains the simplicity in data transmission and the connection of cables. So this is about star topology. Ring topology. What is ring topology? In this topology, each host machine connects to exactly two other machines, creating a circular network structure. When a host tries to communicate or send message to host which is not at the data travels through all intermediate hosts. When the machines are connected in circular ring, you can see this in figure, the data travels through all the machines in ring topology. To connect one more host in the existing structure,